Thanks for joining us. I'm Carden Calder, the Managing Director and Founder of Blue Chip Communication. I'm here with Jackie Maddock, who's our Head of Media.
That's right, and we're here today to discuss the next strategy in our 9 strategies to fight a perceptual crisis in financial services issues crisis management. So, Carden, you've had more than 20 years in-house in corporate affairs and obviously as a consultant to some of Australia's largest brands here in Australia. What would you define contestability as?
Put simply, as an issues management strategy, it's disputing things that are substantially damaging or are wrong. It's that simple.
And how does it work?
Right. So the simplest mechanic is make sure that you're absolutely sure of the facts when allegations are made about your brand or your people, and replay them in a way that puts to bed any speculation that's damaging the brand. Mm-hmm. And the reason, it sounds really simple, but in actual fact, we have seen brands and in fact some of our clients stay silent, either for too long or stay silent completely. And when there is damaging speculation and you don't deny it, silence is assumed as guilt.
Absolutely. So I'm thinking that to get all the facts or a chronology, statement of facts together inside an enormous organisation, that's going to take time.
Right.
But I'm also guessing as a former journalist, I know that silence is a sign of guilt. You need to be out there and you need to be timely and on the front foot. So how do you manage that within a large organisation?
Ideally, your issues management process would have most of the probable issues on the radar already, but there are certainly times that doesn't happen. And so I always advise clients to start with a statement of fact. That's simply to prepare a chronology or a set of facts about the particular situation, which you can use as the basis for messages, for decisions about strategy, and which are verifiable.
Okay. Now, are you trying to get a story off the front page? Are you trying to protect somebody's individual reputation? Or what is the absolute best outcome, would you say, of contestability?
The best outcome is there is no story at all. And in fact, our best work and the best work of most crisis and issues management practitioners never sees the light of day because the story doesn't get going. We're able to issue such a firm denial from the beginning with such conviction that a journalist is actually quite clear that the claim they're making isn't true.
Right.
There are other times when it's not quite that simple and an allegation or perhaps a misreading of a set of facts has substantially damaged a client. It might have given rise to a series of media stories, and we might find ourselves almost in the middle of an issue where there's a lot of coverage, there's social media commentary, stakeholders are starting to ask questions that are potentially seriously quite damaging if we don't have good answers. And in those cases, a statement of facts becomes absolutely critical in order to be able to respond with conviction and in order to be able to do so quite quickly. So being sure of your ground, understanding what's true and not true about the situation, and then moving forward with confidence can really help halt that kind of a media furor or public outcry that's building. On the other side, if you don't do that, it will continue to play and everybody will believe that all the claims made about you are true. You're in a bit of a no-win if you do nothing.
So to recap, the 3 critical success factors of the contestability strategy are?
Ideally, you're fast, quick into a story, fast to respond to anything that's damaging or inaccurate, because once it has a head of steam, it's much harder to reach the original people who are exposed to it, and it's harder to stop the natural momentum of the story or the public outcry. Secondly, I would say that responding with conviction is absolutely key. We judge believability from the passion that someone delivers a message with or the level of conviction as they deliver it. Speed is one thing that leads people to believe that you're actually strong in your response. So the speed with which you enter the debate, the strength of your rebuttal in terms of your personal delivery or the strength of the language, and finally also the fact that you're able to be authoritative about an issue and actually lay out the facts, either as you see them or as they are simply. It might be a particular take on the facts, but if you own the fact base, then you can respond with conviction. And that really leads to that foundation for a really effective execution of the contestability strategy, which is that what you say in response to damaging or inaccurate claims must be true and provable.
So thanks so much for watching today, our contestability strategy. And if you like what you have heard and what you've seen, let us know. Share feedback with us. And you can also obviously subscribe to our blog and to all of our content at bluechipcommunication.com.au.
And in fact, I think you'll find a panel on the right hand of this screen where you can put your email address in to receive these blogs the video version or the written version direct to your inbox. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.